Well, good morning, you sexy little TikToky bastards. Let's talk Nadine Dorries. Nads has just resigned in a hailstorm of fury directed at one Rishi Sunak in a scathing I quit letter where she questions the legitimacy of his leadership. She says, you've been Prime Minister for a year and you've done nothing. Nobody voted for you. You've got no mandate. All of the usual stuff. But usually you would hear that stuff from the opposition. Nadine Dorries is a Conservative MP, and that's why this is so explosive. But who is she? Maybe you don't know who the fuck Nadine Dorries is and why this is such a big thing. So Dorries was elected as an MP, I think around 2015 sort of time, somewhere around that. She was a working class girl, a published author, and then she became a Tory MP. And shortly afterwards, she began a new career of vociferous, angry defence of Boris Johnson. I mean, that really is her calling card. That's the thing that comes to mind when you think of Nadine Dorries, is this sort of witless, to the ends of the earth defence of Boris Johnson, no matter what he did, no matter what the lie was that day, no matter the U-turn, no matter the Partygate stuff, there she was all the time, front and centre, in varying states of sobriety, defending Boris Johnson. To the point where if journalists asked her questions about him, like, when was the last time? Do you speak? Does he call you often? She would be like, why are you asking me that? Like, she would have the gall as an MP to push back on journalists and say, I get to decide what questions you ask me. You know? Real fucking arrogance to her. MP, author. I mean, I think she missed her calling. She should have gone into cosmetic surgery because she made a tit out of herself more times than anyone I've ever met. And I used to go drinking in Slough. There was the time when she dismissed James O'Brien's political appraisal of her as, he's just a posh boy fuckwit. Only for the media to then return fire and go, well, hang on a second. The private school he went to is the same one that your daughters go to. She went on a culture war campaign against the BBC, describing it as a sort of nepotism utopia. You know, everyone just gets jobs there through their mum or their dad or their brother. Only for the media to again return fire and say, well, hang on a second. You just injected two members of your own family into the parliamentary gravy train. People mocked her for sort of swaying in her interviews and being quick-tempered and not across her brief. You know, she went on a similar culture war campaign against Channel 4. But in the select committee appearance, she didn't really seem to know how Channel 4 was actually funded. It was like, I don't think it's right that Channel 4 should be publicly funded. Everyone else was like, well, it's not. And she's like, oh, good. Yeah, okay. So we all agree then, yeah? Anyway, she's out. So, yeah. See you later, Dorries. You are this week's tap dancing tosser.